Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. I will describe like what we're doing here in a couple minutes once we get a little bit more people. Basically, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can see, if you guys can hear me or not. Okay. So basically, as you can tell, we're not on South Lake today. We're actually on a different world. It's comments. Okay. So can everybody hear me, hopefully? I'm going to click this real quick and use my headphones. Okay, so everything's working, it looks like. Sorry guys, I'm getting everything ready real quick. Okay. Hey Tyler Blue, thank you very much for the comments. I appreciate it. That's actually a really cool comment. I enjoy it. Okay. Let's see. Does it show? Might do it this way. Yeah, let's try it this way. And then we'll scroll down to the comment section. Or are they up top? Yep, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm back, guys. I think I figured everything out. Alright. So basically, today is just kind of a free build, basic kind of episode. So basically, what a free build is basically I'm just, building a random thing. It doesn't have to be like in a certain map. It could be in any map that I have. Basically, today we're building a baseball stadium. And the reason for it is because, man, what the heck? Why does it keep going up top like that? It's weird. Basically, what we're going to be trying to do is see how much space we need. Why does it keep doing that? That's so weird. We're trying to figure out how much space we need for the South Lake Stadium. Because I actually want to build a baseball stadium in South Lake. Because I feel like a lot of cities have, the usual soccer stadium, the football stadium. But you don't really see too many baseball stadiums. Because I think baseball stadiums are a little bit harder to make. From my experience of just making stadiums in general. So basically, I'm just trying to come up with a good design, figure out how much space I need. Now, this isn't going to be like the exact replica of what the one in South Lake is going to be like, but it will be somewhat closer to a bit more perfection in my standards. Like, there's going to be a lot more things that are going to be put in to make it look nicer. But basically, now I was just trying to think of some good designs, some good ideas for everything. So basically, that's what we're trying to go for here, is just like what works and what doesn't work. As I already have quite a bit done, and then I just thought a couple minutes ago, like, hey, basically I just want to, why don't I start live streaming this? So people can see, like, my thought process of going into stuff like this without ever building anything before. So, hopefully that kind of answers your question about, like, what we're doing. My game is on open if you guys do want to join. My gamertag should be in the description. Yep, it should be. So basically, if you do want to join, I will accept some friend requests here in a little bit. But as for now, we're just going to continue kind of just building. And then maybe here in like 10-15 minutes, we can go and accept some friend requests so even more people can join. What's 9 plus 10? I forgot. Oh, man, I have no idea. I think it's 18, right? Yeah, it has to be 18. I'm just kidding. It's 19. I already know your comment was sarcastic anyways, but... they're always fun to answer sarcastic questions, because I like sarcastic people. Let's see. Oh, I need to turn here. I was looking at my computer real quick. And let's turn this one here. Basically, we're just kind of basically doing the exact same thing over and over again. The hardest part about the stadium so far is figuring out the seating and how I want the seating to go. Because... this isn't exactly realistic, the way this is set up, but it also does look good from far away, and it does get the job done. And this is probably going to be one of the things I might change. I'm not too sure yet. We'll just have to see how it looks when it's all said and done. I am on the Xbox One, for you guys that are curious. Let's scroll up. Oh, I actually need to scroll down. What are you playing on? Xbox One, Minecraft? If you are from PlayStation, I don't really use my PlayStation at all. I'm actually considering selling it because I just don't use it. and there's not really any point for me to have it at the moment. Let's see. So we need the back to be up a little bit higher, because we already have like a walking area here. Again, this isn't going to be perfect off the bat. We're basically just trying to test things out. I actually really do like what I did for the stadium here, or not the stadium, the actual field. And one of my friends actually joined and asked, like, how'd you do this? It's basically just using signs underneath the carpet. And that's actually why I did use carpet instead of, like, dirt and putting it into the ground. So I could actually do this. Because I feel like this way it makes it feel a little bit more realistic when it comes to the lines. I've seen a lot of stadiums that just have, like, the snow going all the way, and you don't have any dirt on this side. Which isn't exactly how it works in real-life baseball. Because I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know this, I actually used to play baseball for probably like 10 years, so I played it for a very long time. Let's see. Let's see, what should I work on next? Should we just continue working on the stands? Because that's the main thing I'm trying to focus on. Yeah, we might just continue working on the stands here for now. Okay. We're using, basically, you can see all the materials I've used. I've used quite a bit. But for the sand, we're using stone and jungle wood stairs. And if you are wondering, the texture pack is called the City Texture Pack on console. I do get that question probably the most. It's just the one I prefer the most out of all of them. So, if you are looking for this on PC, this texture pack, you can find something like it, I'm sure. But this is mainly just for consoles, as far as I know of. Alright, this is still really weird why the stone's just going up to the top like that. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's see if it happens again on here. Nope, didn't have it on that one. It's only like over there that it does it. It's weird. Oh, can you guys hear my music? I have some headphones plugged in to make sure like I don't get bored too much. Music kind of helps me focus. Are you a kid? No, I mean technically I'm a kid on the inside, but I actually just turned 21, so I'm kind of out of that kid stage, but when I want to be a kid, I am, because being a kid's always fun. And we'll turn this one again. Let's see. Working the default pack. That sign idea will not likely work well in the default pack. Are you talking about the signs in the ground? Because I don't think it would make too much of a difference. And who was that comment by? I've lost your comment. Let's see, where was it? So I can find out who asked that. Bricky Toy Fanboy Studios. Basically, I think it will still work in the vanilla texture pack or natural. I forgot which texture pack you said. Because it really shouldn't make a difference. I'm not 100% sure. But in my opinion, it shouldn't matter. I've seen it used so many times. So it shouldn't matter which texture pack you go into. It should be the same. It actually just might look a little bit different because of the texture pack though. Alright, let's scroll back down. More comments below. What state do you live in? I live in Missouri. I live in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm going to be using the St. Louis Cardinals Stadium as kind of like a reference here for some of the things I want to do. Because if you don't know, I am a huge Cardinals fan if I live in St. Louis. Most people are. We love the Cardinals. We support them. And like, it's just ridiculous how much support we have for them. I understand some people don't like them, but, you know, everybody has the teams they don't like. And we'll keep that one there. Keep it like that. Should be fine. But not like one for tutorials, so maybe you're freezing. What happened? My video stopped. Oh, it might just be my internet, guys. Hopefully you guys can still... hopefully it will fix itself here in a minute. Oh. Are we still streaming? Okay, it still says we're streaming on my computer. Maybe it'll take a second to rebuffer. Let me type in real quick. Give me a second, guys, if it is still working. Oh, okay, it says the stream is... Well, some comments that the stream's back. Okay, we're good. Sweet. So if you are having troubles watching the stream, you probably just need to maybe refresh the page and just give it a minute. Because especially when recording and live streaming in high def, you might get that freezing because it does take a lot more bandwidth to do that. Which, when I move back home with my parents, I'm actually going to maybe get business internet, because then it would be so much easier. Internet's always the same bandwidth, which would be actually really cool to have. But I'm not sure if it's like really necessary for one person. Let's see. Do you play on the PS3? No, I do not. Out of all the consoles, the PS3 is probably what ruined PlayStation for me. This, like, how it was set up, I didn't like it too much. It was very expensive. It's kind of what happened with the Xbox One originally, was the fact that it was so expensive that people went with the cheaper alternative. So I kind of think that's why I didn't even worry about the PS3. And I need to figure out how much longer I want this to keep going up. I don't want to go up too much higher before I have like a walking path, because I think we're basically good here. Here in a minute, I will go over what I'm going to be, like, what this series is for the people that didn't hear me describe it earlier. I guess I could describe it now. Basically, like, what this is called a free build. Basically, just, I'm on a test world of mine. It is on open if you do want to join. My gamertag is in the description if you want to join. But basically, the whole point is, I'm trying to figure out what kind of stadium and how big of an area I need for South Lake to build a stadium. So I'm on a test world, just kind of, you know, not fully making a full-size scale, but it's going to be pretty close to how big I want it to be. And basically just trying to figure out how big I want to build it. So I'm just kind of experimenting, and I figured, hey, why not start streaming? Because people have asked for me to, like, stream when I'm doing stuff like this before, so it's like, why not? So hopefully this will kind of, hopefully you guys will like this. I think it's a kind of a good idea, but that's not up to me to decide. Oh my goodness, I can hear the ice cream truck in the background. The ice cream's coming. I might have to stop the stream. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to do that. I have ice cream in my freezer. I almost said fridge, and that would have been really bad. You're not supposed to put ice cream in your refrigerator. Back to the comments. Are you going to add a school in your world? In South Lake, yes, I will. I kind of have one now. It's not like 100% a school, but in my opinion, it kind of feels like a school for a city, which I don't know, like, what that would look like, in all honesty. I'm just kind of, like, going off of what I think it would look like. So I think I already have one, but I guess we'll have to actually wait and see. So we actually need to stop expanding these for a little bit and extend this up. And for those of you that do want to know, this isn't really based off of any existing stadium. It's kind of just me winging it, using my knowledge of stadiums that I've been to and things like that. So basically, I'm not going off of any certain, you know, stadium. I'm just kind of going off of what I think would look good. Would you be open, or would you be open to building a stadium again? Well, yeah, I'm actually going to be building this again on South Lake, not this exact one, but yes, I will be building another stadium, which you will also see in South Lake, like, once I actually start it. There will be a episode for it, but I'm not sure how long that's going to be. All depends on really how much space this takes up, because stadiums take up quite a bit of space, and the problem with South Lake right now is I don't have that space. So what I'm going to have to... Oh my goodness, this pissed me off that it keeps doing that. Oh my god. Like, it's so weird. It's like bouncing up. It doesn't like me. It did it again. It's always on the second block. Again. Maybe I have to place them on the bottom block? So I will be reading the comments here quite a bit, but at the same time, I do want to focus on some of the building. So if I'm not answering, like, some of the comments for a couple minutes, that's probably why. Because I'm probably just trying to figure out, like, what I want to do next. So I think I do know what I want to do next. Let's see. Hey, Samewise. How are you? I said your name, buddy. Alright, so I think what we're going to do now is make another walking path for basically up here and kind of connect these two together now, because we need to do that. So how about we do that now? And also, let me know, can you guys hear my music at all? Because like I said earlier, I do have headphones in for just, you know, I like listening to music. It kind of helps me focus a little bit. I don't think you guys should be able to hear it, because I can barely hear it myself. But let's see. X Creeper 360. Hey bud, here's your shout out. I'm not gonna be doing shout outs for everybody, guys, because once I do it for one person, you're gonna see like a lot of this in the comments. A lot more people will be asking, so I probably will cut it off at like a certain limit, but I will do it for a little bit. Oh, my girlfriend's calling me. I'll have to answer it a little bit later because I'm a little bit busy right now. And basically it's continuing this, going all the way around. Okay, this might take a while, but kind of like, I'm not sure if I want to make my stadium symmetrical or if I want to kind of keep it, you know, unique and make like different portions of it. Because I feel like if I made it symmetrical, it would make it easier, because then I would know what to do. Because so far it kind of looks like it is symmetrical. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll have to see when we get to the actual outside. But I think we're looking good so far. I think I made it pretty well proportioned to Minecraft, because I didn't want to make it to full scale to like 90 blocks away from first to home and just vice versa with all the bases. I didn't want to do that because then it would have been way too big. Like in between the bases, I believe it's like 31, not including the bases in between, just like the blocks. So I think it's pretty well proportioned. I didn't want to make the outfield too big because then that just takes up too much space. So again, I think it's pretty well proportioned to the actual player itself. So hopefully I think it will look pretty good. Add a university with a mascot thing. I actually have thought about adding a college into South Lake. Only problem with that is, again, kind of the space thing at the moment. I just don't have enough space to fully do all that. So basically, I'm just waiting until I have more space to work with. So we need to go up, what, one more, two more, it looks like? So this has to go all the way up to here. So we'll kind of keep that in our mind for now. Boop. And the fun of just adding the stairs again. Boop, boop, boop. So while we're doing this, I will read some comments here in a second. Do you use console freaks or standard joysticks? I just use the standard joysticks. I don't even know what that first one means, in all honesty. You actually had me really confused. Let's see. Do you still play Destiny, or have you finished it? I haven't really played Destiny in a while. I've been playing just more Battlefield Hardline. That's my favorite shooter at the moment that I've been playing. But Destiny's a great game. It was a little bit too repetitive after a while. Still an amazing game. I think the second one they make will be better. But I don't know. It's still a fun game. I might play it every now and then, just not as much as I used to. Probably because I already had a lot of stuff I wanted for my main character. How do you not get tired of doing this? I do every now and then. But I think, and who asked that real quick? Carlos Rodriguez. The reason I don't really get too tired of doing stuff like this is I like being creative. It kind of just, it's kind of like a mind workout for me. Because I've always liked being creative. I've liked making things. And so when it comes to being creative, I don't really get bored too often. But when I do, I kind of just move on to separate things. Like, at some point, I'll get tired of just making the stands. So I'll move on to making more design for the actual park itself, and I'll be thinking of different stuff like that. And at the same time, like with cities, another reason why you don't see interior in any of my buildings yet is because I get bored with the interior, and I would rather work on stuff that I would rather work on. So it's kind of just like one of those things to where I kind of change things up with what I'm doing. Once I get bored, I might move on to something else, and that kind of like keeps me going. Along with like big projects, I like big projects because then there's always something new you can do. And then when I do something new, I kind of feel like it kind of gives me more motivation to keep working on it and get it done. Because the best feeling is starting it and then seeing the end product. Like, I guarantee the stadium, I'll be extremely happy when I see the end result of how it looks. Again, I'm going to be okay with it though, because like, what do I need to do and how much space do I really need to have? It's kind of like what this video is for. How often do you play Minecraft a day? I usually play Minecraft once a day. Depends on like what kind of day it is. I do try to set off like recording days for like certain days and stuff. And what I try to do is record one day, so the next day I don't maybe have to record unless I really want to. And then that kind of gives me a break in between. I have everything I need, and I can come up with new ideas while I'm playing other games, and which is something I like to do as well. And the reason I actually wanted to make a baseball stadium in South Lake is because I went to a Cardinals game, like I think last week, and for some reason it just popped into my head like, why don't I make a baseball stadium in my city? Because again, you don't really see too many baseball fields or stadiums in cities, and I think it's because stadiums like baseball stadiums, they are a little bit harder to make because it's not just a perfect, rectangle or circle, oval, whatever you want to do. And you can just go a lot more different ways with the baseball stadium rather than a soccer stadium or a football stadium. So I think it's a little bit more challenging, and I do think, especially with baseball, there's a lot more diagonals in the field, so I think a lot of people try to stay away from that. But as you can tell, it actually looks really good. And I actually saw something on YouTube today that there's a mod for sports, and I actually want to download that and try it out because I think that'd be really cool. What this is a baseball stadium? Yes, this is a baseball stadium. How old are you? I just turned 21, and that was Laney Conroy. I just turned 21 last Monday. Yeah, last Monday I turned 21. So, or was it this Monday? I guess this Monday. Last Monday. Yeah, last Monday. There we go. I'm trying to think because the week isn't over yet. So would it be last or this? I'm just going to go with last. It might just make things a little bit easier for now. Okay, so now these two are connected. So what we want to do now is maybe we might just do this. Kind of just put a wall here connecting this. Or actually, I want to kind of keep this going up to here. And then we can just kind of have this come all the way across. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll read some of your comments here in a second, guys. I do want to try to finish this up real quick before I kind of forget the ideas I just had for this. So give me just a second, guys, and I will read more of the comments. I'm actually really happy with how the stadium has taken place over the past, I actually started working on this maybe a couple hours ago. So I've gotten quite a bit done in that amount of time, but that's just because I already knew a good design for the field. Because over here, you can actually see the very first baseball field I actually made. And again, here's the problem while I'm going over this. Here's why I'm using what are they called? The signs instead of the snow on the ground. It's because it kind of looks a little bit better, The bases show up a little bit more. It looks more realistic. And also, I hate what I did with the grass here. It just looks horrible. Also, I hated what I did with the walls, and it wasn't big enough. And so this one is kind of made to improve on the one I just started over there and kind of replicate it and make it better. Love house number 9. Just finished it. So awesome. Well, great. I'm happy you enjoyed it. House number 10, I think most of you guys will enjoy because it's not a original design of mine. It's actually from one of the servers I play on frequently, and he said I could use his house that he made, which it's not like a mansion. I think what I'm going to call it is a mini mansion because it's not like a full-size mansion that you guys might be used to that I've made, but the amount of detail that goes into it it might be the longest house in the series. It might take up to 6 parts, maybe. I don't even have it recorded yet. Out of all the houses, I have not recorded house number 10 yet. Because, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but with the house series, I recorded really far and ahead of schedule. Basically what happened was I recorded all the houses, and then I kind of told you guys about it. That way, I wasn't, rushed to make these houses. And that was one of the problems with the original house series was I was kind of rushing and getting bored because I was doing it every single day. And so I tried to make it to where it's all right, how can I do this a lot easier, in a faster, better way? So I recorded all the houses first and then went back and kind of told you guys about it after all the houses were built. The only house I didn't build was house number 10, which I actually need to start that because it starts up next week in 3 days. Can you start doing Sims 3 videos? If I did do the Sims, it's gonna be like a 2-part answer here. It would be on my second channel because this channel is made just for Minecraft, mainly because of the name Minecraft Builder. So if you do want to see like other games like that, you would probably have to go subscribe to my second channel. But if I did play The Sims, it would be The Sims 4, just because it's the most recent version. So even though The Sims 3 would be cheaper, there's not as much high demand for it, if that makes sense, you know? I feel like more people would want to see The Sims 4 instead of The Sims 3, since The Sims 3 has just been everywhere since it came out, like, what, 3 years ago? So if you did want to see The Sims, you would most likely see Sims 4 and not Sims 3. How did you learn about Minecraft? I told this story a couple times, but I'll tell it again. Basically, the way I found out about Minecraft was one of my friends that I used to play with all the time. He told me about it, and he said, "Hey, I know you like building stuff. You might like this game called Minecraft." And I'd never even heard about Minecraft until he told me about it. And so we tried it out. I liked it a lot. And this was before creative mode, keep in mind. And this was as soon as it came out for Xbox 360. And again, like I said, never heard about the game at all on PC or anything, because I've always been mainly a console gamer. But yeah, so he told me about it because I've always made stuff on Halo, and again, he just knew how creative I was. He knew I liked building stuff, so he introduced me to it, and I kind of have my channel to owe to him, if you kind of think about it, because he's the one who told me about it, and now I have an awesome job, you know, making videos for you guys. So it's kind of like all thanks to him, really. Oh. Give me a second, guys. I want to drink. Have you used the shaders mod? They are awesome. I have used it on, not console, on PC. I actually have it downloaded now. But on consoles, we don't have shaders mod. So I wish we did, because it would be awesome to have. But at the moment, we just don't have that capability. Which I know you PC guys are probably like, ha, console noobs. But, you know, I'll take what we can get. Because we are slowly, you know, getting even with, you know, PC. But PC is always going to be one step ahead. At least it should be, in my opinion. Hopefully they don't kind of mess that up. Which I don't think they will. And there we go. Alright, so we're actually looking pretty good so far. It's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of you ever were here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal would probably have to be dogs. I've always loved dogs. And then cats are my second favorite. Sorry, Jax. I'm not sure where he is at the moment. He's lying in my secondary computer chair. But yeah, I prefer dogs over cats because you can do a little bit more with them. Let's see. What do I want to work on next? And how do I want to do this? I'm kind of confused on what I want to do now. Do you play WWE 15? No, I've actually never played any of the WWE. They never really like grabbed my attention. And they just kind of seem boring to me. I don't know why, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Missed a block there. Play Unturned, please. I actually do have that game downloaded on my my gaming PC. So you might see that video come out sometime soon. I wouldn't say soon, but again, it would be on my second channel. Any games that you guys want to see besides Minecraft would all take place on my second channel. Not... Oh, why am I adding this? Well, I guess I could add these, but I might just stop it here for now. I think we're looking pretty good so far. I'm debating about getting rid of the so-called net here, because even though it is realistic, and stadiums have that, it's got... Like, you can't really see through it at all, you know? I don't know. I'll keep it for now. Dude, you're fucking trash. I know. I've never said I was good. So, thank you for your comment. I love the haters as much as the people who like me, so... I think all the comments are fun to read. So if you're trying to make me mad by saying comments like that, it's not really gonna affect me. I've heard a lot worse. Let's see... Oh, so many comments. To all you PC concert gamers, blah, 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 blah. Not gonna read that comment. Let's see. Well, let's scroll back up here in a minute. Do you have a survival flat world? No. When I do play survival, I don't play on flat worlds. There's not any point. Yeah, the answer to that's no. I didn't know where I wanted to go with that after I said it. Let's see. What's your favorite color? Daniel Blake. My favorite color is blue. Mainly, I don't know. I've always loved the color blue. Maybe because of my eyes, they're blue. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Or I could just be really weird. I feel like I'm talking really fast. Oh my god, you're my inspiration from the super... Oh, lost your comment. Where'd it go? The super fan pop. Well, thank you very much. I'm happy you like the videos, bud. I like making videos for you guys. It's fun. Alright, time to continue working on the walking area. How big was it over here? It was 3 blocks. Okay. Well, do I want to keep... So, yeah, it's 3 blocks. Okay. Not too bad. Some of the comments again. Let's see. What's your favorite food? I don't really have a favorite food, but if I did have to guess and say... I'd probably say pizza, just because it's an overall great food. I know it's like a really common answer, but I don't know. I can't really think of any other food at the moment I really eat that much. Pizza's probably the food I eat the most, because it's cheap. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Okay. And then we're just basically continuing this. This is one of the hardest parts about making the walkway, is making sure I don't miss anything, because it kind of looks like I am sometimes. And and so that needs to be 1. And then that needs to be... Oh man, I think I messed that up. This isn't going to be the main thing, but... So how do we want this to work? Maybe turn this a little bit? So I think we're going to have to turn this if we want this to look correct. So 1, 2, 3. So basically we need 3 away from each wall here. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this one at the stop. Oh, I'm kind of confusing myself at the moment. Sorry guys, I'm not reading any of the comments at the second, or at the moment. I'm trying to figure this out real quick. I will go back to answering them here in a minute. So, how do I want to do this? Because I do know I want to turn it, because it would just make sense to turn it. And this is like a horrible turn here. Where did I mess up? Or did I mess up? Actually, I don't think I did. Maybe we can do this. Make it look a little bit better. That will make it look a little bit better, I think. And then maybe we can do this. And then we can just turn it. And then, so let's see, we have 3 here. We'll go 3 again. 1, 2. I'm sorry if this is getting boring, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out real quick. Alright. Yeah, so we'll keep this one as a 1 for now. So what we have... Oh, I missed one. There we go. That's what I messed up on. And then turn it, maybe? 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right either. Let's see. How long have you been playing Minecraft on PC? Minecraft on the PC, maybe like a year or 2. Like I said, I didn't really know about it until Minecraft came out on console. So that's when I first heard about it. Alright, I'm really trying to figure out, like, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Ah, man, I'm actually kind of... Maybe just keep having going diagonal for now. And just kind of make it smaller every time. 2... But that's too much area to work with then. Dang it! My thought process is just getting annoying sometimes. Alright, how about I just focus at the moment on everything else? Here we go. We'll just kind of focus for now. So this one's 3. 1, 2, 3. So we need to shorten this one up. So this actually might help us if we figure this out. real quick. Can you start doing... Oh, I lost your comment. I think it was, can you please start doing Minecraft Comes Alive? At the moment, I want to do mods, but my PC is just not allowing it. I don't know why. I do need to figure that out because it's actually getting kind of annoying. So, I do want to start doing mods again. I do want to bring back modded survival, which is the main thing I want to start doing again. But like I said, just it hasn't been working. I don't know why. Let's see. So, 2... We go 1, 2. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Or no, we'll keep it at 2. Alright, so I think what we're going to try to do is try to turn it a little bit. 1, 2. And this way, it might give us a little bit more space to work with. Alright, that looks like crap. Oh. Let's see. So, guys, I'm not sure how much longer I will be live streaming because one of my friends is coming over unexpectedly, and he's bringing some friends, so I might have to stop. But I do think we have quite a bit done so far, even though it doesn't seem like it. I mean, I can say that because I've done all this so far, a lot of this off camera. Alright, so what we might just do is just do it really simple and just do something like this. And this might just, you know, fix the entire problem. So if we went 2, 2... Ooh, that might work. Let me read some more comments. Can you play NBA 2K15 on your second channel if you have it? I'm not a big basketball fan, so most likely you would not see any basketball on or aka Weeby Stranger and a funny video. So also I recorded Goat Simulator for all you Goat Simulator fans. It's actually one of the most popular videos on the second channel with like 300 views, which isn't that much like if you think about it compared to like this channel, but it's still a good amount, so I'm still happy with what I have for it. It honestly, I'm honestly just really confused with how I want to do this at the moment, because this kind of like threw me all off, because I want to turn it so you can like kind of be facing towards the field and not like, you know, facing center field and have to turn your head. And that's the part I'm struggling with the most. How do you come up with all your ideas? Basically just using stuff I've seen in real life and just kind of like using that and trying to figure out how can I convert that into Minecraft, which is actually, it can get kind of annoying sometimes, just seeing like, you know, can I make that on Minecraft all the time? Is like always going on in my head. But also, you know, I also see stuff on YouTube. I'm not oblivious to, you know, other people's creations. I try to use other people's creations to my advantage, like without, you know, fully copying their design, but adding my own, like, you know, my own aspect to it. So let's see. What if we might just try that out with the stairs to see if we can get it to work? That might be the best way to do it. So I've said might so many times, so I might not say it as much. So then go boop. And we need to have this turn a little bit faster. So I might have just figured it out. So what we might just do is this. Here we go. This might fix the problem that I've been struggling on for a couple minutes here. And then we just kind of turn it a little bit this way. So that might fix the problem, even though we still have quite a bit of space over here. That actually might work out. So, I mean, that was the thing I think I was struggling with the most, was I didn't like having all this space right here. But there's not really all too much I can really do about that at the moment. And hey, we figured it out. So we only have 2 blocks of walking space, correct? Yep. We are good. Whew. So maybe this will work out, hopefully. Again, not 100% sure if it will. So we're actually looking pretty good so far. We can kind of turn this and just have it kind of keep going. Let me read some more comments here in a second. But you have all these turns. And where are we? Alright, we're on the, like, right by the warm-up pin. I actually forgot the name. I forgot the name of this area right here, even though I've played baseball for over 10 years. So how does that look? Like, do you think that's gonna work? I mean, that's the thing I'm not sure about. Will that work, or should I just do like by ones? I think if I do it by ones, it might cut down on some of that space for sure. What are you building? I'm building a baseball stadium, which I'm sure most of you guys know what a baseball stadium is. Let's see. Say my username, please. Purple Ninja. You are really good at building. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoy some of my building. I'm surprised you guys don't get annoyed with me just changing my mind so much all the time, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do. I don't blame you guys at all either. It gets annoying for me too, because as you can see, I'm going back to change my mind again. I want to see what it looks like with just the one. Oh, my phone. Let me look at this text real quick. All right. So the stream's probably gonna end here in like the next 20 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't know technically like my roommate was going to bring his neighbors over. He just told me that unexpectedly. So unfortunately, I might have to end the stream a little bit earlier than expected, because I did want to do this for maybe an hour or two. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm only gonna be on for maybe like the next maybe 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, but you know, you might get the idea. Actually, having the original one just cut down on the... I didn't think about that. I'm probably just going to be working on this for like the next hour. Just trying to figure out a good design for this. Even though this design is going to be finalized. Alright, well guys, I got to go. I'm sorry. I will talk to you guys later.